Hi everyone, I'm Carmen from New Leaf Designs, and in this video I'm going to show you how to clean up your punch needle project. I've made this rug 2 years ago, and along the way, it got a little fuzzy, some loops have gotten snagged. I'm going to show you a very simple trick on how to make your punch needle project less fuzzy, how to neaten it up after a while, and how to fix those snags. And all you need is a felting needle. Now, if you learned something new in this video, please consider liking or subscribing to my channel because I post lots of crafty videos. Now, let's get going with a punch needle. Today, I'm going to clean up some of the loose bits in my punch needle rug. I made this rug about 2 years ago, and it has seen some wear and tear, and my cat loves to scratch it. So it's really looking quite fuzzy in places. So first of all, I'm going to focus on getting those loose bits back into place, and I'm just using a felting needle. I'm using a, well, I think it's called a medium felting needle. It's not too fine and it's not too coarse, although I think you could also use a coarse one for this. The yarn that I used for this punch needle rug is lead lopi and sometimes Alaphos lopi. And depending on which one I was using, I would use, 1 strand of Alaphos and 2 strands of lead lopi, because that one is thinner. And I am taking those loose bits and attaching them. You're kind of trying to skewer them and then stab into the neighboring stitches. And I might come out the back of the rug, but as you know, you're never really seeing the bottom of a rug, so I'm not too worried about that. And you're just taking parts of the strand and pushing it into the fabric. This is a shorter one, and I want to make sure to push that into the blue. And there. You can see this thread probably came from this area here. So what I could do is try to lay that strand in there and attach it to the other stitches sideways. So I'm just laying my needle almost flat to the work and just kind of shimmying it through the stitches. And with a felting needle, you always want to make sure you're not changing the direction of your felting needle while, in the same push, because that will break the needle. Okay, and I think this might be the last one before we move to general cleanup. Let's see, I'm gonna work methodically here. So I'm gonna start at this corner. And what you want to do is we want to take away some of that fuzziness. And so we're going to swirl our felting needle and then push it in. And because the felting needle is a little bit coarse on the sides, that's why it can attach onto fibers. So we're gonna, I see a big bit here, so I'm gonna swirl and catch those fibers and then push it in. And here it's not as noticeable, but there's a lot of the light purple fiber going into this pink. So I'm going to try to separate those and fix those in place here. Okay, so here I'm first going to get the red fibers onto this side, and then this one, you can see it's really quite fuzzy. So we're gonna try to catch all of those. And hide them. And with a project like this, the color edges are especially crucial because your project looks really fuzzy if the fibers are crossing over to another color. So if you don't have time to clean up everything, make sure you do the edges at least. Okay, I think you got the gist of it. So I'm going to clean up off camera and then show you what it looks like. And this is how it looks now, looking pretty good. It's still fuzzy, but you know, it's 100% wool, so it will always be fuzzy. But I like those clean lines and that the big long snags are gone. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.